All right. So
Okay.
yes, for the viewers who may not recognize you, let them know who y'all are, definitely where y'all from and what y'all do.
You can start it off, Big Bush.
Yeah, my name is Ron Bush. I'm one of the producers on this project from Cleveland, Ohio. Um, Working with very good films and graduated Warrensville with the guy that's on very good films. Entrepreneur and friend, childhood friend.
Yeah, man. So I'm Brian L. Berry, CEO of Berry Good Films, film company from Warrenville. Um, just independent filmmaker.
Okay, that's dope, man. Like I said, I really appreciate y'all and what y'all doing. Coming from the city, representing, making films. That's something like as children and kids, it seems like something like that is so far away, and y'all making that happen. I really, really appreciate that, and I'm happy to support, and hopefully the viewers will tap in as well and show some support. So I want to ask you, when did you develop this passion for music and film?
So man, the music passion came early. It kind of started when I was in 8th grade. I was DJing, man. I think what's my name? My name was DJ Pauls. Now people don't know that. Bush, did you know that?
No, I ain't know that.
Yeah, yeah, that was my first name, DJ Pauls, man. I was in 8th grade. I had like one turntable and 5 records, and then I did. That was my hoop. That was my hoop season, my basketball time. So I put it back. But man, so like around 1920, I started my music journey as DJ Skills. I did that for like 15 years, and that would like prompt me on to the film world, because I was always doing creative things from the music side of stuff. So, but my entertainment started like around since I've been like 18, 19.
Okay, that's dope, man. That's phenomenal because you've seen like a lot of greats, like a Ice Cube or like a Tupac. You know what I'm saying? They had that passion for music. Go from like writing songs and creating songs to creating movies and television shows and even
Right.
50. You know what I'm saying? People like that doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you're gonna take it to that level for sure. Now I want to ask you about a couple of the films. Now, Car Show. What is your role in that film?
So Car Show, man, I'm the producer, creator. I storylined it, and then I hired some screenwriters to come in and write. But the overseer everything of it, the main producer, Ron Bush came in as a producer to help me out, because it take a community to do this thing. Like it's my vision. I even had my son. Come here, Jalen. So a fun fact, real quick. We in Africa. Africa. So Jalen, real fun fact about our car show, man. My 14-year-old son, he made the title car show. So when y'all watch it, he made that for me, man. And that was big for millions of people to see the title of car show that was made by Jalen.
That's dope, King. That's dope to get your son involved to see it come full circle like that. That's amazing. I mean, the
Yeah.
dream is like it's like the marathon. You keeping it going, and that's inspiring, man. For real, for real.
And that's all through God, because I you know, wasn't even playing. You figure like, when you have a dream and film and stuff, it start from a thought. You kind of just see how that thought's gonna come together. I'm better now because it's my third film. So once with me now it's the thought and then it's the budget. I got that thought and budget. I know how to build the team to get it done. It took time to get there. Like it took some time to get there, but yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And you doing it like you said with a childhood friend. You know, people dream of being able to do that because a lot of times we get older, everybody go their separate way. You know what I'm saying? And to see y'all have a bond in any capacity, let alone doing business and doing something creative. I take my hat off to you. Now I can ask you this: you had mentioned being a creator, writer, executive producer, director. Like, what is the difference between all of those positions? You know what I'm saying? It's phenomenal that you can do all of those things, but what is the difference? Because a lot of time as a viewer, we take for granted, all of the people that play different roles behind the scenes to make that film happen.
So you got the different roles, like the producer. My thing is the starter, the creator, to put the team together. You got to put the team together, which consists of, if you want to hire a director, then you want to hire the actors, the financiers, the co-producers and all that. So you got a lot of hats that goes on to form the film. So when you see a film done, you seeing the final picture. You're seeing everything just done, but it's pieces. You got makeup artists, you got this, you got the sound guy that's making sure the sound good on set. You have, they call grips. They the guys that move the equipment to make everything go smooth. So it's a lot of hats and jobs to make it all come together before you see it on like a Tubi, Amazon, or Roku or something like that.
Oh, okay. Wow. I appreciate you breaking it down because a lot of us, we ain't never been on no set.
Yeah.
We seen like little clips or pictures, but to actually be hands on and involved and have your own creation,
Right.
that's really amazing. Now, did you go to school for that, or did you just kind of just jump out there, or what?
Nah, no school, man. Just jumped out there. Jumped out there. Good story was when I was a postman for a year. I didn't have a clue about film then. So like I was saying, I actually got let go, and I wanted to kind of leave too. Like delivering mail wasn't no joke. That wasn't no joke, man. So what I did was I was able to get unemployment after a year of delivering mail. And I seen so much stuff on the route that was crazy, funny, it just sparked my attention. So when I got unemployment, man, I took 6 months and taught myself how to screenwrite. So I wanted to write a story about the neighborhood or what I seen the other postman. Because when you see your mailman out there, man, you just think the mailman walking. They see and go through so much stuff, man. And I seen it. I lost 40 pounds, getting caught in thunderstorms, it's cold, dogs, so. And then long story short, like 5 years after that, I produced Hey Mr. Postman, the actual movie that I had in my mind about delivering mail.
Wow. Okay. That's a dope blood perspective because the mailman do say everything. He know who getting what mail and everything. And I don't remember nobody really making no movie, from our perspective showing that. And,
Right.
and that'd be like a dope blood series. Have you thought about like doing a part 2 and 3? Because like you say, you probably got a million stories.
Well, Hey Mr. Postman, man, it's like I got some ideas with it. Like I said, I don't give too much away, but the postman sees some crazy stuff during the holiday season. That's sparking my attention. And then I got a lot of other stuff that I got put up in development, so then like I said, it's like playing chess because you got to figure out the right time to do it. And because it's distribution, you got to know it's saturated. Like Tubi, you go on there, man. There's so many films on there now, man. That's like, oh shoot. But you got to see what's gonna make your film stand out. So when I'm in development mode, that's the main thing that I be thinking about. you know. So I sit back. I ain't gonna rush. You know, very good films. We come with some more, but I got to take my time and make sure I execute it right.
Yeah, that's key because sometimes you do see some people like they just might throw some movies out there. It's like how music was. It was only a couple rappers, and it was like everybody was rapping. And I guess that's with the movies because it's so technologically advanced now. If you could speak to that, you kind of seen that you experienced that transition. Was it easy for you to adapt to that technology, or
From the music side, or the with the you talking with the film?
with the films as the technology still changing because like they had the strike and then people was getting streams now and the writers wasn't really getting paid. Have you had a lot of difficulty, or but for some people they've been able to utilize it to their maximum capacity?
Right. Not as an independent artist, it didn't affect us, because we doing everything on our own and in house. So that strike was for like the actors on the bigger platforms and production companies like that. So being independent, that was a good time for us because we gonna make this product and get it out there while they on strike, But like the advancement, I'm hearing about this AI stuff now. It's like technology is moving fast. That's why I said I kind of just watching how the industry going and just seeing different things, but just making my moves towards the technology advancement because it's definitely going to advance and it's not going to stop. So that's the key thing with me. Like the key thing with me is just like paying attention. When the technology advance, you got to advance with it, but you got to do it in your way.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's moving fast. Like I'm in Africa. Last time we spoke, I was in Ghana. So Ghana is kind of like at the forefront of the technologically advanced African countries. But now I'm in Madagascar. So they like on the other end of it. So they like where we was maybe 20 years ago with the internet and the cell phone. So I don't know if
Ooh.
you considered it. Yeah, but it's a good thing because say like you could come out here and you could create a whole film industry. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be this country, but it's still a lot of countries like that where they only movies they still people still putting CDs in their cars out here. Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Uh,
They're watching DVDs and stuff like that. So if you hit them with some, they love our culture. So you hit them with some exclusive and new and fresh, and especially something to make them laugh or something that they'll enjoy.
oh
Yeah,
man,
throw some subtitles on there and be rolling.
that'd be dope, man. To do something in Africa, that'd be like a dream. But
Well, let me know. You got to connect out here. I've been to about 20 African countries. I lived in South Africa. I lived in Ghana. So, if you don't got no other connects, you got one for sure. Shit, we could do something.
right, right, yeah, we can sit and put something together, man. That'd be dope, though. Uh,
Yeah.
do they got mail out there? Do they get
You said, do
delivered?
they get mail?
Do they get mail delivered?
Yeah, they do, but it ain't like our mail. Like, it's different. They got to go to like a UPS store or something
Oh,
like
okay,
that. They don't just get junk mail and letters all the time like that.
okay, okay.
But
Just
you could flip it on them. Because there's a lot of talent here. You know what I'm saying? So you could utilize that. Let me see. Oh, I wanted to ask you about this, and it's less expensive. That's the main thing. The cost of living and the price of probably your budget and like you say, have a team and feed your crew and all that.
yeah,
It minimal.
right. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's important, and that's good too. So we definitely got to talk.
So like say if you say you have 100,000 US, they might be like, that's low budget, or I don't know if the proper term for it, but you take 100,000 to Africa, that's like a milli or 2 million. You know what I'm saying? You like top production. So with the same amount of money.
So the question though, like with your connect and just the information so like you have a connect to the hotels.
I do tours out here. It was a group from Baltimore. It was about 5 people. I set up the food, I set up the hotels, I set up all of the tourist sites. So you say you come out here, you're gonna be like, well, where should we film it? I mean, I could send you stuff before you get out here to look at it, but once you get here, you're gonna need somebody to take you. So I got people here, they'll go with us, but I'll accompany you. So you might come for a week. You be like, I want to go to the best beach. I want to go to the museum. I want to go to this park or that park. It'll be like an itinerary. Everything you could line everything up. You could put the time on it. Like I want to do this in the morning. I want to do this in the evening. I want to come when the weather is like this. And map it all out.
That sound like a plan.
Yeah, come on out here, Buzz. You coming?
Hey, I want to. Trust me.
Oh man, y'all got my creative juices flowing.
Yeah,
Oh
because even if you don't do a film, even if you just visit, it'll open up just,
right,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go back home and it might influence a movie you do back in the city or something. Just one little thing you saw or one little, you could write about going back home to Africa or something.
right. You seen any influencers out there or actors like out there? How do it go like that out there? As far as like locals, any because I love to get some actors from out that's out there to be in.
Hmm.
Anything like that out there?
Yeah, they got everything. That's what I'm saying. I plug you in. Like if you need cameraman, you need actors, you need dancers, you need musicians, you want people to sing. They got rappers out here. They got everything. And then, like I say, if you just plan it out, say if you like, I want to come in June of 2025, that give us at least
Yeah.
7, 8 months. And then by the time you come, like I say, everything will be on a day by day. It'll be broken down. But yeah, they got them out here. But it's it's pros and cons to both. You know what I'm saying? So they may not have this, they'll have the accent or they may speak a different language or they slang will be different. So what you would have to do is watch some of their movies and listen to some of their music and learn about their culture before you get here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can meet them halfway.
Right. Yep. Yep. I do the research. Like I do a lot of research before I start my script because it'll make it film. If I'm gonna come out there, it's gonna make sense why I'm coming out there or what the plot or what the storyline is. Gonna come from Africa to here or here to Africa.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Let me
Yeah.
see. Okay, I wanted to ask you this. You had mentioned about being independent earlier. A few months ago, I think like 50 Cent and Dame Dash, they kind of had like a back and forth. And I think Dame Dash was more along the independent side. He like, I don't have the millions and millions of dollars for the show, but I have my own platform. I have my own network. I can release, I can drop. I have full creative control. And then 50, 50 is 50. He a mogul, probably close to a billionaire by now. What is your perspective on, either going, full industry or staying independent or kind of utilizing, both?
I'm down with both, man. You know, I'm down with both because it's like it's it's really like the level or like the agreement or contract of it. I see what Dame talking about. He said he got more control, but I'm pretty sure 50 got control too on that bigger level. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just say because I hear some dudes, I just want to stay independent. Nah, if the deal is good, you want to take it and you just write it up good. You keep your control and it just go to a bigger level. So I'm down with both of them, man. Like right now I'm independent. But my like mind and like storylines and different ideas is big ideas too. I can't just say this is this is an independent idea. No, I try to have a big idea. Now if I produce it, depends on what the budget is. We just go from there. But I like both of them though.
Yeah, that do make a lot of sense because I was watching. I think 50 was saying when he started Power or something, he was like, I was only getting 15,000 a show, which that's a lot of money for the average person, but for him,
Right.
he took like a pay cut. But ultimately, I guess he owned a percentage, and then he had you know, some writing credits, which, you know, probably would kick in later on, which like you say, if you play it right.
You just nailed it. You said the right thing. See, yeah, he took them cuts, but he knew what the lineup was, and he knew what the future of that show, because he knew what and who was connected with that show. You know, so that's different from taking a cut and you really taking that chance because you might not have the big exec that's gonna push it or the big studio that's gonna push it. That's a difference. So 50 did the 15,000, but he did that because, like you said, he knew what level that show can go on and what percentage he can get on the back end.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why
Okay.
he's
Yeah, yeah, that make a lot of sense. Let me see. Okay, I wanted to ask you about Postman again. For the viewers who haven't got a chance to check it out, you had a lot of major people in there, some legends in there. You know what I'm saying? If you could just let them know, you know, how you connected with them and who was in the film.
so yeah, man. Like actually, like I was saying earlier, when I wrote "Hey, Mr. Postman," I went out to LA and I did a mock trailer. And what I mean by that is I put together like a 3-minute trailer script, and I was trying to get investors. So during that process, that's how I met Omar Gooding. And then on my mind then, I was just thinking, baby boy, that was 2000, man, that was 2013 when I did that. And so then from meeting him and doing the trailer for the script, I was trying to sell the script and get money in. And it didn't work. So I ended up writing 2 more comedy scripts. And then after like 3.5 years, it came full circle. I was able to produce it myself. So with already having the Omar Connect 3.5 years ago, I went and got him, the main character, and then I went to like a party in LA. That's how I got A.J. Johnson, Rodney Perry, Paula Jai Parker. You know, it was just all God's work because it wasn't none of it planned. It just all like fell in the same place. And then you figure they've been in bigger time movies and different things, but to bring them to our city, that was big for my first film. So yeah, that was big. But that's how I got the connection with them.
Yeah, that's definitely major. Rest in peace to AJ, man. But like you say, Omar, Paula J, yeah, they done been in some classic. Your film a classic, man. You brought them to the city.
Yeah, good luck.
Definitely. Okay, now I can ask you about this. We were talking about 50 and Dame and Power. Have you explored doing the, like, I guess, what is it, like a docu series or, you know, like a seasonal type of
Yeah,
production?
yeah, yep. I got some of that stored up too. The thing with that, when you do a series, that take a little bit more, because it's like if you're doing 6 to 7 episodes at 30 to 40 minutes, that's gonna be longer shooting dates or that part. So you really got to have everything on super point with that, and that's if because if you're doing it right. Now you got some people that might do a series and they might 15 minutes or 20, but if you're doing the straight up series with the nice visuals and storylines and all that, it's just more to it. So yeah, I got some stored up. It's just the timing to do it because it's gonna take a little bit longer.
Okay, okay. Now I wanted to touch on this again. You mentioned like shopping your script. Like a lot of people might hear you like you shopping your demo, like from a music perspective. But what really involves trying to shop a script, and is that even lucrative? I mean, it's a great opportunity, but like, do that pay well? Like if I just sit back behind the scenes and write scripts.
Yeah, yeah, that could pay all day and it take less stress off of you. But it's not. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard because I tried to do that rough for like 4 years. I was trying to sell my script. So, like I said, I didn't even think I was gonna be producing. I came in the game as a screenwriter. Now, if you can get in there and get it and be a writer on one of them shows, like I know the guy that's the writer for BMF. He in there. And you gotta understand, all he's doing is writing. So he don't have to worry about producing it and hiring. Once he write that script and hand it off, he get paid. He on to another project or the next series. So it's lucrative. It's just getting in the right position.
Yeah, you made that clear, man. I'm glad you broke it down like that. Because I mean, for me, like the older I get, I'd rather be behind the scenes.
I'm getting woo.
Right. Exactly.
See, I got very good, so now I'm producing them, and also too as Brian L. Berry, I love to sell some scripts or come in away from my production company as myself and be a writer on something. That'd be dope too, because I ain't got to produce everything. Uh, so I do have a couple scripts and things I am shopping that I want to like see if I can get it picked up. That I don't have to produce.
But that's phenomenal, though, man. I mean, like you say, your goal was to write the script and shop it, but then to come full circle and actually produce the project yourself. I mean, that's an ultimate win. That's tenfold right there.
That's crazy, man. And it's still just keep on going, man. I just came from a film fest week in Atlanta. I was speaking on the panel. You know, made a lot of connections. There's a lot of actors that was in the crowd, the screenwriters, and they kind of was listening to me. I told them the story. I told them the real story, what it take. Don't think this easy. If you want to produce and all that, you got to be ready to grind. You're gonna hear a lot of no's. You just got to keep on going. And then that's how I'm in it now. Like, cause there's so much involved. Like, car show was so much. Cause see, I have a lot of like locations I do. Like it's independent, but I got a big mind. So we had, I think, 17, 18, some locations in car show. That's a lot for an independent film. But long as the schedule is cool, then y'all can pull it off. Like we were talking about Africa. Like we had so much and stuff in place. So when we did film or shoot, we already be prepared because that's important because you got to make your days. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we'll bring some people in from out of town. We got to get them scenes because we got them here for certain days. So preparation is like very important.
Yeah. I'm sure the viewers taking notes, man. Most definitely. Okay. Talk about car show a little bit. You kind of touched on it. Your son was able to do like I guess is it like graphic design for the trailer, but
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that about and what was your role in it?
Right in this room, man. Like just to talk about that a little bit more. He was working on something himself, and then I came in here and saw him. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, can you make car show like what how you did? And then he did it, but so this car show, like, I got it on me now. I got it on me now. So car show, man. And Bush can second this. I had this idea. Bush, it might have been like what?
Two, 2010, maybe 2010, 11. He came to me about the idea a minute ago. We were sitting talking, going back and forth over it, and he was sitting on it the whole time, thinking, trying to come up with ways. I was giving him little, things, scenarios about little things, and he came up with something his way. And
So, so
here, 2024, it came through.
let me tell him this, Bush. See, and this stuff all true stories, y'all. Like reason why I went to Bush, because where we from and where we grew up, Bush was known for the cars. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I forgot what the idea came up. Like I had my car, I wanted a supercar dude like Bush. Bush got some old schools, bike club and all that. So I went to Bush. But if y'all see how long ago that was,
Yeah,
and that's the truth. Like it was that long. And I put it
yeah.
back in time for it. Like I put it back and then I did the two comedies And then we was like on the Tubi and Amazon. So I said it's time for a drama. I pulled Car Show back out, and then fully start going into development. But Car Show, man, it's a good one. It's a good film, good drama, got a good storyline about a kid loses his father to a carjacking, and then 20 years later, the car comes back from LA to Cleveland, and if you win this year's car show, you can win the old school car. Come to find out, it's changed. It had been changed up, but he found out it's his dad's car. So now he like, I really want to win the car show this year, and I want to find out how this car got down here because that might be a little connection to how my father got killed when I was 12. Um, got a lot of good talent in there. Um, some people watching. If y'all watch Tubi, I got an actress named Mina Moreau. She got a big following. Criminal Maine from Memphis. Demar's Harvey, he directed. He from Detroit. We kind of mix a lot of actors. Jamal from Cleveland, Brittany. We just got some great talent to go with that storyline, and the visual is real good. So definitely check that out, though.
Yeah, the trailer is dope. Yeah. Shout out to Bush again, man. 2011, that seemed like that was almost a lifetime ago, but you've been riding that long, man. That's a blessing. For real.
It was a when he told me he said he graded, he got everything together. I couldn't believe it. I said, man, we how long ago we talked about that? He was like, man, I'm ready. I got it all figured out. I was like, wow. I said, well, you know me, I'm in. Me. With no ifs, ands, buts about it. I was in on it.
Yeah, Bush came in
Full
as
force.
a producer and brought some old school and his people because we shot
Oh yeah,
big on
yeah.
the
Yep. Had my crew and all them come down there,
crazy
bring
enough.
their cars and
That's
bikes, stuff like that. To be inside the movie or whatever. But matter of fact, this is the crazy part. I went to believe it or not, I went um to do a part in a movie. He told me to come down. They was casting. He's like, man, just come and just try, just to come. You know what I'm saying? And I went in, read for a scene or whatever. And the thing was, yeah, I would like to do it, but the producing side behind the scenes thing is one of the biggest things that I think I like the most of everything. You know what I'm saying? Because when you sit back and you producing and looking at everything, there's a whole lot that's into it. There's long days, there's long nights, it's people who want to get into acting and stuff. It ain't nothing like you go in there and do 15 minutes and boom, you gone. It could take a whole 24 hours just on one scene. That's it. And then you got to edit it and break it all the way down. And it's tiresome. And I mean, you got to be real strong minded to deal and have enough stamina to deal, to deal with that acting stuff and making sure everything go right. Because you can have about 40, 50 takes. You'll be like, hey, you do all these takes to break down for 1 minute or something. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I mean, it was a big experience to me because it's the second project I was dealing with. Before this, he had workout partners. That's when I really seen everything. And then once I came, car show was more. It was bigger because there was a lot of locations.
yeah.
Workout partners was basically inside the gym, mostly in the high school. Yeah, the high school.
Oh
But
yeah, we shot it.
yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Cause I haven't been where we shot at. It was the auditorium. I was just thinking about the talent shows we had in there and the fashion show. So that was crazy because I haven't been back, and then to be shooting the film in there. So
inside the old high school. Yeah, that
oh,
was something.
yeah, we
Yeah.
yeah. But it's a lot of loopholes and well, not really loopholes. There's a lot of stuff you got to deal with, just like on the car show and the actual movie. Little fun fact to people that's watching. because I want, his father's a drag racer, so that's my mind. I want to drag racing. We going to the drag race place, 50 minutes out. Never been there. Well, I went there before because I had to peep it out just to see how we was gonna do it. Day before, I get a call. Four drivers with the car can't make it. I said, "Uh-oh." Luckily, the Kizzy, one of the only black female race drivers, um, she brought two of her cars. She was only supposed to bring her one car. With film, you got to make it do what it do. You got to make it do what it do. So we had the two cars, and then I had to call. And my father, it's a whole community thing. My father called a couple dudes, and they came out with their car. Mind you, this 50 minutes away. So, so the beginning of that movie, that was a task to put together, but you don't know the finished product because you gotta make do with what you gotta make. You gotta make it work.
And it worked. I can't say that it definitely worked. The movie turned out to be a nice one. I'm proud of this one. Proud because it was different too. Because all the other movies was comedy. This was more drama, serious. So you got to see more of you know a serious side of of a movie being made than just something being silly all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it touched on some keynote points in the movie. You know what I'm saying? To make it make it good, to come out right. That's why I love loved how the movie really loved how this movie came out, and a lot of people who came out to see it, they really loved it too. Um, they gave a lot of thumbs up, and people a lot of people suspected the movie to be something like when you go to a car show and you see cars all the time and this, that, another. They didn't think it was going to go the way that it actually had a meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because when you hear car show, a lot of people just think it's a movie, just strictly about cars, nothing else, just all cars. But once they seen it, they was like, oh, it was something to this movie. It was something to it. I said, yeah, it was a drama. It wasn't, nothing. Just you just looking at cars all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why I think a lot of people, gravitated towards it because they seen it was different. Because like far as women, a lot of women don't want to see no movie about no cars all the time. But then once they seen what it was, like, oh, okay, this,
Right.
I can watch this. That's why they start telling other people, to watch the movie just because, they start explaining to him it's not what you think it is.
Right. I wanna holler at Rick Ross. Come on, Ross. Let's do that part two. I beat I beat you to the punch. You have an annual car show. Let's do a part two. And the part
Right,
car show
right.
LA. Car show
Switch
LA.
it up.
Yeah. I want to try to.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be dope. Yeah, because they be having so many all across the country. But Bush, I appreciate you breaking that down because you watch so many movies and you be like, man, this is my favorite part. That's my favorite line. Not realizing he done said this 3,000 times. And you did it right there one time, and it be
Yep.
gone.
Yep.
Right too, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, this game ain't for the weak. Like if you do it, it's not for the weak. You try to be prepared the best, But I like challenges. I like challenges. Africa got a ring to me. I don't know, man. My brain still buzz. I try to do stuff I don't think, especially on the independent side, that I don't think other. Now I know, they have their own slate of movies in Africa. I see it's a lot on Netflix and stuff like that. But where we from, Ain't nobody touched on that. You know what I'm saying? And see, it's all you coming in as a producer. That's remember how you were saying how it falls? Yeah. Now you come in as a producer because you will be helping like put it together actually from your resources and it's like about relationships too. You might be cool from your tours. You might be cool with somebody, and then it's like they give us a nice price because we can promote their business. Yeah, that's how it goes, especially independent, man. You got it's relationships and who you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely, man. We could do that. I've been to like 70 countries, so we could go up. We go to Asia. We go to South. I lived in Brazil. I went to college out there, so
Yeah,
we go wherever, But there's some cool people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Yeah.
yeah. So we covered the films. So I guess my last question is for the viewers. That's they want to show support. They want to see what you got already. What's the best place for them to do that? Like, do you have a website, or should they just hit up Tubi or Amazon or?
So you can watch Hey Mr. Postman. Excuse me, I got a little cold, but I'm gonna miss his interview. But you can watch Hey Mr. Postman on Tubi, Amazon, Roku. You can watch Workout Partners on Tubi and Amazon. And then right now, Car Show just came out like 3.5 months. You can watch that on Tubi.
Okay. Let me see. I think I covered everything. Was there anything else you wanted me to let them know? Because y'all broke everything down, or if you got something they should be on the lookout for, or
Just be out on be on the lookout for very good films.
Exactly.
I'm I'm working hard. I'm this my third movie. I got more in the storage, you know, and just support. I need all the support I can get. I'm an independent filmmaker. I call on favors from friends from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, So I need the support. But yeah, be on the lookout for very good films, man, because we got some stuff coming. I'm forming a good team. You know, I started out here by myself, forming a team because I only mess with like real ones, man. I see so much fake and phony stuff.
mm,
Yeah, I gotta mess with real ones because like with me, some people get like when I first started, just saying I produced a movie, you'd be pumped and all that. Where I'm at now, it's more so the business of it. I proved I can produce films. So now I'm studying the business more other side. But yeah, just look out for very good films though.
okay. Well, I want to thank y'all again for giving me a chance to come on the platform a second time. I apologize again for the mishap. So hopefully, everything come out smooth with this one. It's definitely been an honor. I appreciate what y'all doing for the community, for the city, Cleveland, Warrensville, Ohio, representing, doing some things that a lot of people dreamed of doing on any capacity. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And you actually fulfilled and made it happen. And I look forward to bigger and better and more projects from both of y'all. Stay together, stay tight, man, and keep being the inspiration for our people.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on the
All
show.
right.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Man.
it. All
So I
right.
give it